And so you touched upon a lot of great strengths from DELMIA. So just because our company works mainly in automotive, so could you perhaps give us some examples of how this could benefit the automotive manufacturing?
Sure, sure. Let's think about what's going on in the EV world right now. All the changes based on new battery technology and how fast things are changing there. And any new technology in EV, the faster, the first one to market essentially wins. So that the ability of DELMIA to shorten that time to market by doing integration with the design side, virtualization, and then release directly to the execution side, that helps you shrink that product lead time, which is critical in the EV environment. Another example, I recently did a webinar on body in white, and people a lot of times think about body in white. It's all automated, it's all robots. You don't really need any other systems. But here again, by virtualizing your robotic line first, making sure everything works efficiently, making sure the material supply is efficient and effective, making sure that all the robots are the right robots, not too big because that costs extra money, but big enough and capable enough to do the job. By doing that all up front, then when you go to execution, we actually have a truck manufacturer who they drive their entire body and white line from our DELMIA operations management solution, Aprizo. So their particular truck line, they built this new truck line to be extremely flexible. They actually have potential for 220,000 possible combinations of trucks on a single line. So all the robotics were simulated and designed and programmed in virtual and sent down to the DELMIA operations management solution. And we then get from their planning system the sequence of trucks that are going to go down their line. And we orchestrate the whole process. We give each robot the programming it needs for the particular truck that's in front of it. We know which materials, where the materials are, and what materials need to be provided for each particular truck in the line, so that we are orchestrating that entire process. So that flexibility has saved them tremendous costs. They're doing things in one line that many companies do in multiple lines. Changes are much more quick and effective. So again, that the ability to do engineering changes and new product introductions more quickly is giving them value. So that's a second area. And a third area would be in the area of sequencing, because we can help you manage and ensure you're sequencing it internally, whether you're just doing ship to sequence or assemble and ship to sequence or manufacture, assemble and ship to sequence. We can manage that sequencing process and keep your materials coordinated with your sub-assemblies, coordinated with your assemblies, coordinated with what your customer is expecting to receive. We have a seat manufacturer in Europe that they have a 2-hour broadcast window from when they get the broadcast for a particular seat set to when that seat set has to be at their customer. And they've used DELMIA Aprizo to manage that for 12 years now. Never had a shutdown. Never shut down the customer line, which anyone at Automotive knows if you shut down a customer line, you're going to pay anywhere from $10,000 to $60,000 a minute. So that ability to run nonstop and never shut down a customer line brings huge value. So those are 3 examples.
And just out of curiosity, because it seems to me that quote unquote smart manufacturing and Industry 4.0 is a big talking point these days. So before we get into the Aprizo stuff, so just generally, how exactly is Dassault preparing for this Industry 4.0 future?
Okay, great question. So obviously the virtualization is part of it, because that ability to virtualize and simulate is key. Communicating with devices, equipment, sensors. We're not a IIoT provider ourselves, but we work with multiple IIoT devices and providers, so we can give you that connectivity that you need. One of the mistakes I saw companies early on in manufacturing 4.0 make is they had a group doing IIoT and they had a separate group doing MES or MOM. Well, those two need to be completely tied together, because all that IIoT data is great, but it has to be actionable, and it has to be contextualized. What does it really mean? What does it apply to? How can we use it? So By tying those two things together, we help in the manufacturing 4.0 process. The whole virtual reality, augmented reality component is a big part of manufacturing 4.0, and then the ability to do big data analysis and that sort of thing is also a key component which we support.